Happy Sunday, everybody. Sunday night in New York. We are on 59th Street and 5th Avenue. And we're only going to be skateboarding around for about 1 hour tonight, because we need to be up early tomorrow for work. So hopefully everybody had a good weekend. Hey, what's up, the ABX girl? And I see Lena in the chat, says hello, Tom. What's up, guys? Happy Sunday night. Patrick, New York, says hey, Tom, what's up? Film Mission says hi, Tom. Hope everybody's well. It is Sunday night here in New York, and I hope everybody had a good weekend. We're just going to be relaxing tonight. There's no topic. Just going to be skateboarding to Grand Central Station. Take a little walk around. So thank you everybody for joining, and thank you to all of the new subscribers. We have a lot of new people here, so thank you. Hey, and we have Sierra Friend. Sierra Friend says, hey Tom, hope you're having a good evening. I'm having a really good evening tonight. Hey, and we have Victoria Greco, our pal from Argentina. Welcome, everybody. And we have Michelle McGraw. Says, good evening, Tom and everybody. Michelle, we're finally it's not raining, finally. Could you believe that? So we're here on the east side of Manhattan, 59th Street. Hey, Ken J says, hello, Tom. We are back on the skateboard. That we are. Finally not raining anymore, thank God. And we have Sally here. So welcome everybody. This is one of my favorite views in the city. From right here, Central Park South. Overlooking all of the massive buildings. So I'll just point them out real quick. Over here you have 220 Central Park South, Central Park Tower. I always forget what that one is. I always draw a blank. Steinway building. And then this is the famous Plaza Hotel. I know, hooray, no rain, finally. Yeah, so anytime it rains, we usually just walk around, but when it's not raining, we like to get back on the board. Hey, and we have Andrew here. What's up, Andrew? Hope you're well, my friend. Andrew is our moderator from Australia. So we are outside the Plaza Hotel. Hey, and Mark's here. What's up, Mark? Mark says hello. Nice Sunday night. DJ says hola, ¿cómo estás? Bien, you too. DJ, how are you? Thank you everybody for joining. Hey, Joseph Choi is here. Hey, Joseph. Hope you're having a great Sunday night, Joseph. Joseph says, hi Tom, how are you tonight? I'm doing very good. Today was a very relaxing Sunday for me. Just sort of sat around and read the paper, as I always do. NYC Everything says hello from Staten Island, New York City. No rain tonight. What's up, NYC Everything? And this is 432 Park Avenue right here. Hey, Patrick Yin says greetings from China. Welcome to all of our viewers from China. I would like to visit Beijing one day. That's on my bucket list. So thank you, Patrick Yin, for joining. Hope you're well. So I'm assuming in China it's actually Monday already. And we are right across the street from the Apple store. Hey, Susanna says hi guys. What's up, Susanna? So we're going to be skateboarding down Park Avenue, and then we're going to take a quick walk around Grand Central Station. Victoria Greco says, Tom, what's the building with the flag? Let's check it out. Well, this is the famous Plaza Hotel, Victoria Greco. This is the very famous Plaza Hotel. But let me see which building you were talking about. Hey, Rebel Poet says, wonder what it's like in Central Park now. It's beautiful in Central Park. I was just in there today. I was just in Central Park today. Rebel Poet says, this hotel made famous by Home Alone 2. Very good observation, Rebel Poet. That is true. And now we're looking at 432 Park Avenue, which is an ultra luxury apartment building. So let's head over. We're on 5th Avenue now, so we're gonna head one more over to Park Avenue. Yeah, DJ said, thank God it's not raining. I know. So check this out here. Hey, Gerald Lee's here. Gerald Lee says, hey, Wall Street Skate Bro. Hope you had a pleasant Sunday. Good to see you. I did, Gerald. I had a good Sunday. I was sort of sitting around reading IBD, Investors Business Daily. But check out this. You could actually see the Apple Store. So if you look in these things, they're totally, you can see all the way to the bottom. Rebel Poets was going to go to Central Park yesterday, then it started raining. Yeah, it was pouring raining yesterday. Rebel Poet and Gerald Lee, thank you all for joining. Yeah, this area is really nice. One of my favorites. Ken J says, Tom, where did you have coffee at today? I went to one of my favorite places, Ken, called Black Press Coffee on 72nd Street in Columbus. It's very good. So these are the new electric vehicles. Check them out. They can look kind of cool. I wonder how much they are. So 0 to 60 in less than 2.40 seconds. I still think the Tesla's a little bit faster.
Who made this car?
I'm not sure. I think it's Lucid Technologies. I'm not really too sure, but Faraday. I'm not too familiar with the company either. But I think it's like they're showcasing the new electric vehicles.
Is that the electric vehicle?
Yeah, it's like all electric cars.
Beautiful design, huh?
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
So it's made here from Japan.
So it's an all-electric, autonomous-ready, seamlessly connected flagship vehicle. So I'll show.
Can you travel with this car long distance?
Let's see. Let's see if it, what the.
I think it's on city car.
I think the Tesla you can go like 500 miles on a single charge. I think.
And then?
Then you just have to charge it up at like a Tesla charging station, something like that. Yeah.
Gas stations, some gas stations.
Yeah, I think the U.S. is getting better at like building more of them, but yeah, I think they're cool.
Parking lot too. Some parking
Yeah,
lot
they have
you
the
can charge,
chargers in the parking lots. Really nice.
Now what about having real long distance and you not any charge? You stuck on the highway.
True. Yeah.
But
What?
it's very pretty.
Yeah, they're really nice. Well, I think if you buy a Tesla, I think they have engineers come out to your house and install like the charging stations, like on the if you live in the suburbs or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, but here, if you live in one of the buildings, usually if you have like an underground parking garage, they probably will accommodate something like that.
We have one parking lot and have a Tesla charger there.
Oh, there is one?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Wow. Oh, that's the Tesla. That's a
All right, well, have a good night, guys. I'll see you later.
Thank you.
Hey, have a good one. Sorry about that, guys. I was just talking. Those were nice ladies looking at the electric cars. I've never seen that specific brand before, but it does look cool. I've never heard of that brand, but the design looks really nice. Hey, Daniel G from Buenos Aires, Argentina. What's up, Daniel G? Hope you're well, my friend. So we are on Madison Avenue. The Faraday Futures. Ken J says it is so funny not hearing a sound from them. Yeah, I think they're not from the U.S., so their English was not that good. But Rebel Poets is $180,000 for the car. Crazy. Hey, what's up, the Swan? The Swan is our pal from Ireland. Says you will get a shock at the price of those electric cars. Wow. Hey, Solo401 is here. What's up, man? This is futuristic. What's going on, everybody? The ABX Girls, the Summer Stage concert series started this week. Disco yesterday and salsa as well. Nice. Daniel G says, I'm fine, Tom. How was your Sunday? Not raining. Yeah, dude. Finally not raining. Finally not raining. But the ladies, their questions were, who makes it? And if they buy the car and they live in Manhattan, how are they going to charge it? So I said, if you have a parking garage under your, or if you have a parking garage built into your building in Manhattan, 100% they have some sort of an EV electric vehicle charging station, 100%. Oh, we're going the wrong way, guys. I'm going uptown. We got to go downtown. Hey, Photos from Around New York is here. What's up, Photos from Around New York? We're back on the skateboard. Hey, Patrick Yin says FF is founded by a Chinese businessman. Too many bad news for that in China. Don't buy it. Well, good info, Patrick. Thank you for that. Yeah, that's why I've stayed away from Chinese EV makers like NIO. But the design does look kind of cool, I will say. Hey, I see Mark Davis here. So Mark Davis is our pal from Toronto, Canada. What's going on, Mark Davis? We got to stop at the red light here, guys. Hold on. So I'll catch up on the comments. Hey, Photos from Around New York says not much. Where are we headed to tonight? We're going to take a walk around Grand Central Station. Andrew Calhoun says stream going strong. Tune in a bit later, Tom. You went online when we were being told if we were going into lockdown. Wow. Dude, God bless to everybody in Australia. Hopefully you don't go into lockdown. That's really, really scary. Hey, Joseph Choi says, how do you multitask skateboarding, tapping video, reading and responding to comments? Amazing. We try to be as safe as possible, Joseph. So I'll usually skateboard around, and then when we come up to like a red light or a stop sign, I'll try to read as many comments as possible. But yeah, we try to just be as safe as possible. And this guy blew a red light. That's all right. Sidewalk action here, guys. These are all the very fancy stores here, like Chanel, Dior. I don't really buy any of this stuff. I'm not really into it, but some people are. always slow down around the corners, so I don't want to hit into anybody. Hey, Joseph Choice, is your skateboard electric? No, I don't like electric skateboards. So we're just riding a regular manual skateboard. Hey, Joe. Hey, what's up, Joe Hernandez? Say, hey, Tom. Yeah, Lucid has more high-priced cars, not well known yet, like Tesla. Yeah, I've heard of Lucid. I haven't heard of that car company we just passed. Hey, Rosie says, hola, amigo. Hola, Rosie. ¿Cómo estás? Daniel G says, where are you going tonight, Tom? We're going to take a walk around Grand Central Station. So Mark Davis, so Daniel G is our pal from Buenos Aires, Argentina. The Swan says, electric car parked in the garage at the side of a house and exploded, leaving the roof blown off. Crazy. Hey, Rebel Poets, is China investing in creativity and free thought would have made them outpace the US ages ago? Very interesting. Hey, L, what's up? Says, ooh, you just passed Balenciaga. The ABX girl says, very few, and parking in Manhattan buildings are $750 per month for sedans. I know, that's crazy. Really, really crazy, guys. L says, is it hot out? L, the original. It's actually not bad, honestly. It's not bad. L, the original, happy Sunday. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. This is the Burberry store. Photos from around New York, so $750 per month is rent for a one-bedroom in parts of the country. I know, how crazy is that? Well, when I was a teenager, I used to work at the Enterprise Rent-A-Car on 83rd Street, and it was in a parking garage where some people paid $1,000 to park their big G-Wagons, which to me is just ridiculous. I could never justify paying that much money for parking. That's why I just skateboard around. I have a low carbon footprint, very low capital outlay. There we go. And we get some exercise. What more could you ask for? It's going to be a very busy week this week, though, everybody. I have a couple interesting topics planned for the week, so it should be fun, assuming the weather holds out. So here we are, Park Avenue. The one, the only Park Avenue. Park Ave is home to many of the hedge funds, investment banks. So let's take a look at 495 Park Avenue. I always love looking at this building. It's so beautiful. It's so massive too. So here we are, 495 Park Avenue. Rebel Poet says, I'm in New York City. I don't even have a driver's license, which kind of sucks. Well, I guess that's also an advantage. You don't have to deal with the car, Rebel Poet. But check out how tall this building is. Crazy. Solo 401 says, why have a vehicle in the city with such a good public transportation system? Bingo. Rebel Poet 71 says, I know people who would easily pay for that parking in New York City. L, the original says, my rent is $725. Wow. But I'm looking to move to another apartment that's $699. I respect that, L. Save some money. The ABX girl is our pal from the Bronx, who used to work at an investment bank in Times Square. Says that is why people sell their cars when they move to New York City. 100% ABX girl. So right outside of 495 Park Avenue, which is one of the most luxury apartment buildings in the city. So thank you everybody for joining. Joseph Choice, is your skateboard electric? 432 Park Avenue, Tom. Sorry about that. Yeah, 432. We'll do a quick pass on the outside. So 432 Park Avenue. I think they have some penthouse apartments there selling for about $80 million, which is really crazy. The real estate in New York, you can see some extremely hefty prices. So for example, 220 Central Park South, which is an iconic building on Billionaires Row here in Manhattan, the top penthouse sold to a hedge fund, the owner, Ken Griffin of Citadel Securities, for $100 million, which is crazy. And Bill Ackman. So a lot of people know Bill Ackman from Pershing Square Capital. He bought, I think, an $80 million apartment in 157 for $80 million bucks. Rebel Poet says, wonder if there's a cheap place to live somewhere in Chinatown, like over some store or something. Yeah, Rebel Poet, I mean, if you live with roommates, you can get a nice room for like 850 bucks, in my opinion. So I think if you're young and you want to move to New York City, just suck it up and you got to get a roommate. Live with roommates, live as cheaply as possible, and I think you'll be more than okay. Check this out. It says 432 Park Ave, Philips' new global headquarters. And I think there's some nice art here too. Yeah, photos from around New York, I agree with you. I think if you're young and you're just starting out and you're trying to make it, you could easily live in New York City and just suck it up and live with roommates for like 850 bucks. So this is an extension of 432 Park Avenue, which is a public space. So they probably made this so they could get the tax break or the tax write-off. L, the original says, or sign up for Section 8, but everybody's trying to get housing assistance in New York City because rent is way too high. This is L, the original. Rebel Poet says that artwork is from someone famous. Don't know the name, but there's one of that in MoMA. Wow, really? Are you talking about this one, Rebel Poet, that's hanging from the ceiling? Joseph Choi says, Tom, sorry to ask a silly question. When you say we, who were you referring to? I don't remember when I said we. Could you give me the context? I'm sorry about that, man. I apologize. Let's see what else. Photos from around New York says, I agree with you there. Most people living in Manhattan live with roommates to cover costs. Michelle McGraw says, I actually just read about that a couple days ago, Tom, because I was curious who owned it and how much it costs. The ABX girl says, in the news today, people are moving back to New York City, so the population will increase again. And many adult children live there with their older parents. Yep, I agree. That is true. I told everybody once, right when the virus hit, everybody was so scared. They're like, we got to move out of the city's never going to come back. And I'm like, no, this is the time when you need to be going and moving to New York City to get all the deals. And that's when I moved from Brooklyn, New York to Manhattan, and I got a beautiful place near Central Park for literally 50% off. It was like they were giving it to me. If I had the money to buy something, I would have, but I didn't. But as the old saying goes, you buy when the blood is in the streets, even if that blood is your own. There we go. All right, so we'll continue down to Grand Central Station. Joe Hernandez says, I could never do roommates. It is hard to get good roommates. Look at Judge Judy cases. Yeah, I mean, I've had roommates I actually started out in New York City, surprisingly enough. I think I spoke about it before on this channel. I was living in a closet. So my brother's friends from college, I was at a party, and they lived right near Columbus Circle, and I noticed that they had a walk-in closet that they weren't using. So I said, hey, I'll give you $300, $350 if you let me live in this walk-in closet. And that's where I lived throughout college, so I never had to commute from Long Island. I think it was a good trade. So this is the Ferrari dealership. Very fitting to have a Ferrari dealership here on Park Avenue due to all of the hedge fund managers and big money managers here. Photos from around New York says Phillips. This is one of the top 3 art auction houses in the world. Wow, yeah, with Sotheby's too. That's crazy. Hey, Gregory Kelly is here. What's up, Gregory? Says, hey, Skate Bro, nice to see you back on your wheels. Absolutely. Hey, Ibrahim is here. What's up, Ibrahim? The Swan says, but can you live with your roommates? Skateboarder, don't like the idea. NYC Cherry Groove. Hey, what's up, NYC Cherry Groove? Hope you're having a great weekend, my friend. We're skateboarding around Park Avenue. NYC Cherry Groove says, New York City is a rat race, and watch out for Tom's skateboard. He might run you over. Cherry Groove, so great to see you, man. Hopefully you had a great weekend. I was actually in the Upper West Side today. Cherry Groove, just hanging out, reading the paper. Hey, Lady Orleans says, who parked the cars there? Lady Orleans is our moderator from New Jersey. So this is the Ferrari dealership. Hey, Kilo Whiskey Juliet is a new viewer, says hello there. What's going on, Kilo Whiskey Juliet? GTA moment here, says Rebel Poet. Yeah, so I think the thing about roommates is, I think you can do it when you're young, right? So let's say if you're moving to New York City for college, what I would do is sort of punish yourself when you're young. 18, 19, 20, even up to 26. You could live with roommates to save money. And because when you're 35, you're not even going to remember the experience of living with roommates. But if you're not totally comfortable with it, by all means, you don't have to do it. But it is a good way to save money, for sure. NYC Cherry Groove says, whereabout on the Upper West Side? So I went to a coffee shop called Black Press. It was on 72nd Street and Columbus. Beautiful neighborhood. And so this is my favorite building in all New York City. It's called the Seagram building. Right here. So we'll take a little walk around. The Seagram building is beautiful. I love it. L the Original says, I've never had a roommate, but I'd probably be OCD with everything if they're dirty and don't clean behind themselves. Yeah, that's true, L. But again, it's sort of one of those things, like the way I think about it is it an inconvenience? Of course, but I think just the way I think about things is I would rather inconvenience myself when I'm young. So when I'm like 30, 40, 50, I don't have to deal with those inconveniences. But everybody's different. If you're not comfortable with roommates, then you definitely should not have roommates. And here we have a view of One Vanderbilt near the MetLife building. So this is my favorite building, the Seagram building. Gregory Kelly, I've literally shouted out loud, look out, whilst watching some of your videos. Have you ever been injured while skateboarding, says Gregory Kelly. I've fallen off the skateboard a little bit, but surprisingly, I'm actually very, very conscious and safe on the skateboard. I don't whiz in and out of people. I'm very respectful. I don't do tricks. So I mean, please God, knock on wood, I've been fine. Ibrahim says, nice building. It looks good at night. Yep. Lady Orleans is Black Press, absolutely. Good place. So I read an article in the Wall Street Journal that said the Seagram building is 40% vacant. So 40% of this building is completely empty right now. So when I used to work at 1166 Avenue of the Americas, I would sit right here on my lunch break, hang out near the fountain, and just sort of look at the view. So I'll show you guys what the view is. You have an amazing view of 432 Park Avenue from here. Really, really beautiful. Gregory Kelly says Miles Vander Rohe designed the Seagram building in 1958. Photos from around New York says that as well. Gregory Kelly says the setback is one of its finest features. Yeah, so that's one of the reasons why I love it, is because it's set like an exact city block away from the building. Kilo Whiskey Juliet says 6th Ave, not Avenue of the Americas. Yeah, I think it's the same thing, so they're interchangeable. So my office address was 1166 Avenue of the Americas in the Marsh and McLennan building. Hey, Rosie's here. What's up, Rosie? L the Original says, Tom, have you ever saw those TikToks where the guy asks people with fancy cars or houses what they do for a living? I have seen those. Those are extremely, extremely entertaining. Hey, Gus says, what street are you on? Gus, thank you for joining. Only tourists call it that. Well, I guess I'm a tourist. We are on East 52nd Street. East 52nd Street. Yeah, so if you look at the first floor of the Seagram building, it's completely empty. It's crazy. 40% of this building is totally vacant. But during the daytime, it's even more beautiful here. It's my favorite building in the city. Hey, Penelope's here. Says, good evening, Tom and friends. Welcome, Penelope. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're having a good Sunday. So here we are at 375 Park Avenue, the Seagram building. Gregory Kelly says, are many office buildings that vacant? Well, I think things are getting better. Honestly, I think things are coming back. I know a lot of my friends who work in tech and also that work on Wall Street. They're making the employees return 100% to the office in September. So a lot of the big banks are making employees return in September. Salesforce, which is right at Bryant Park. Salesforce is a software company that mainly sells CRM software, so customer relationship management software. I think they have a choice to be back in the office, so I do see a lot of people going in there. Joseph Choi says the sound quality of water fountain was very clear and relaxing. Thank you, Joseph. I appreciate that. So Joseph Choi is a new viewer of the stream and of the channel, so welcome, and I hope you're having a great weekend. Yeah, this is like, what would you call it? Like an ASMR. Like ASMR, listening to this. Lady Orleans is our moderator from New Jersey. Says, I like that sound. L the Original says that fountain is so relaxing to listen to. I know. Does anybody know what ASMR stands for? I actually don't know what it stands for. Joe Hernandez says these corporations are spending a lot of money on rents, need the offices full, also for tax breaks. That's a very good observation. Very good observation, Joe Hernandez. Hey, and we have Kilo Whiskey Juliet. Says nice and cool on the mountain upstate. So Kilo, where in upstate New York do you live? I remember you said the Catskill Mountains, right? The Catskills are absolutely beautiful. Autonomous sensory meridian response. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Lady Orleans. Thank you, Rebel Poet, and thank you, Gregory Kelly. NYC Cherry Grooves says, hey Tom, is it worth it to play the Powerball? I don't gamble. I've never played the lottery, but I mean, I guess for fun, maybe, if you want. Hey, and Patrick, New York is here. What is going on? Kilo Whiskey Juliet says, I am from Queens. I vacation up in the Catskills. Oh, that's beautiful. That's awesome. NYC Cherry Groove lives in Queens as well. And NYC Cherry Groove sells real estate in New York, and he advises that Queens has the best deals as of right now. So if anybody's looking to move to New York City, Queens has the best deals. Rebel Poet 71 says Queens here too. Nice. Kilo Whiskey Juliet says Glendale to be exact. So we're going to skateboard down Park Avenue, and we're going to go to Grand Central Station, and we're going to check out the One Vanderbilt building. Lady Orleans is relaxed sensation that begins on the scalp and moves down the body. Best to hear ASMR using your headphones for extra tingles to the brain. Research has even shows it helps lower blood pressure. Wow, that's awesome. Hey, and we have our pal Kiki. He is here. Says hello, Tom, and all Wall Street Skate Bro fans, or fam. Kiki is our pal from Rochester, New York, which is the third largest city in New York State. Joseph Choi says now the water sound is perfect. Yeah, so if anybody wants to come here, it's the Seagram building in New York City. So we're back on the skateboard, everybody. We're gonna head out. I actually have not been into Grand Central Station in a long time. Kilo Whiskey Juliet's second is obviously Buffalo, New York. Rebel Poet says the Seagram restaurant used to be huge. Yes. So I think there is a restaurant still in there. It's sort of like, I've never been there, but I see some stuff set up in there. There's all like cakes and things and like that in there right now. Rebel Poet says I hear it was closed or it was changed. So you know what, let's take a pass by because it's right in here. And the last time I skateboarded past this, there was all like fancy cakes that were set up here. So everybody, let's see if we could check out the inside of the Seagram Building restaurant. Yeah, it looks like it's opening up again. Here, check it out. I'm not sure if you could see it very good, but there is definitely a restaurant in here, as you can see. It looks beautiful in there. It doesn't come out too well on the stream, but it's beautiful. I'm not sure if you could all see all the cakes. Do you see them? If you look at the top left, you'll see all the cake in here. There's like tons of cakes that are set up right here in the Seagram Building. Hey, and we have Peace Ghost here. What's up, Peace Ghost? Welcome. Gregory Kelly says it was the Four Seasons restaurant. Let's get back on the board. Rebel Poet says strange, just looked. It's called The Grill. Hey, Kilo Whiskey Juliet wedding cakes, yes. Gregory Kelly says it was the Four Seasons restaurant which closed a few years ago. They auction off all the furniture and dishware. Wow. Rebel Poet says the old Seagram restaurant was where all the biggest names dined, business moguls and celebrities. It was full of artwork by people like Mark Rothko. Wow. DJ says, Donde vas? We are going to go to, or skateboard to, I should say, Grand Central Station and then Herald Square. So we'll take one more look at the Seagram building and then we'll head out. And we'll take one more look at 432 Park Avenue, which is right here. So we're going to be passing KPMG. So you can think about KPMG, Deloitte, Ernst & Young. So KPMG building is right on our left. And then we're going to have Blackstone. So this is Blackstone right here. So if you think about Blackstone and Black Rock, you can think about Steven Schwartzman broke off and created Black Rock, or Blackstone and Black Rock. I read some of Steven Schwartzman's book, but I did not finish it. But he made the majority of his money doing LBOs, or leverage buyouts. And I'll read the comments in just 1 second, everybody. All right, so we have to wait at the red light. Hey, is that coming to America Hotel? I am not sure. I am not sure. Peace Ghost says, Kiki, what's up? Joe, what's up? Skater just won, a 12-year-old skater just won a gold medal. Nice. Rebel Poet says, sounds like something that sends war criminals to run imprisonment. Hey, Destructionist says, what's the building ahead? So cool. So this is called the Vanderbilt building. So one Vanderbilt, and hello from Canada. So welcome to all of our Canadian viewers. Daniel G says, very low traffic for a Sunday night, isn't it? Not that bad. I think it's pretty normal, maybe a little bit lower levels than usual. But Park Avenue is mainly office building, so it's not residential, especially anything below the 70s. Yes, NYC Sherry Group, skateboarding and surfing in the Olympics. That's awesome. It's gonna be great. Can't wait for that. This is going to be the first time that skateboarding is in the Olympics. Hey, Josh D is here. What's up, Josh? We're skateboarding down Park Avenue, and then we're going to do a quick walk around. Hey, what's up, Fernando? Rebel Poets, the Sunday nights are always quiet. People gathering themselves for the work week, laundry, food, etc. Yep, I did my laundry actually today. Hey, howdy from Corpus Christi, Texas. What's going on, all of our pals in Texas? Hope you're well. Welcome to New York. Welcome to New York, my friends. Josh D says, hey Tom, saw 230 viewers last night. Yeah, we had a lot of people here last night. It was raining, it was pouring, unfortunately. Instruction says, what is the one in front of the MetLife? The roof is cool. So this is called the Hemsley building right here. The Hemsley building. And it's right next to the Grand Central Station. Phil Mission says, be cool to see what tricks that have to do. Yeah, I think it'll be really cool to see the Olympics. Gregory Kelly says, can you do those fancy tricks the kids do on their skateboards? I can do some of them, but I don't like to. Because now that I'm older now, I don't want to hurt myself. Hey, and Dracula's here. Good evening, Dracula. And we'll take one more look at 432 Park Avenue. Dracula says, good evening everybody. Destructionist says, oh cool, thanks, what a cool building. Yeah, it's really nice building. Rebel Poet says, bet there's some dark global scheming stuff going on in this building. Daniel G says, I love the clock of that building. I agree, it's very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. I do agree. So remember one year there was a massive protest here and somebody was climbing one of the flagpoles and unfortunately they fell off the flagpole. And I can't say for certain, but I think they died. They were trying to lower the JP Morgan flag or something. Whoa, that scared the hell out of me. There was a guy just right under me. Jeez. So let's head into Grand Central Station. We'll take a walk around. I haven't been in this building maybe in about a couple weeks, maybe a month. But it's always under construction, 200 Park Avenue. Yeah, there was a homeless guy laying down with no clothes on. It scared the hell out of me. So here we are, 200 Park Avenue. Rebel Poets has never seen this corridor from the inside before. Yeah, photos from around New York, I'm all right, but I just didn't even see him. He was right under me. He didn't have any clothes on. So I had to put a mask on. So hold on one second. So we're gonna walk in through here. Hey, Razzle Dazzle says hello from Cali. Hope you're doing well, Tom. Razzle Dazzle is our pal. That's an MRI tech. An MRI tech. So thank you, Razzle Dazzle. We're back on the skateboard today, but we're gonna do a quick walking tour of Grand Central Station. So let's get started. Yeah, sorry about the night bot, but I have to leave it super strict. So we're gonna go in here now. We'll see if it's closed. Hey. We may buffer a little bit, so just bear with me. We may start buffering. Photos from around New York says they've been doing a lot of construction on this building for a while now. Yeah, Joe Hernandez, you remember that. Yeah, so I have to leave the night bot super strict. Can't allow for that. Hey, Techno Pink is here. What's up, Techno Pink? Hope you're well, my friend. From the Dominican Republic, welcome. Hey, Rebel Poet says Bane will come walking by in his motorcycle helmet. Yes, sir. So here we are at Grand Central Station. This is it, Grand Central Station. And so up here is the Apple Store. Grand Central, welcome everybody. Now you'll be able to see the main clock in Grand Central Terminal. Rebel Poets is nice transition, thank you. So here we are at the main Grand Central Station. And the famous Grand Central Station clock. And it's pretty empty here tonight at Grand Central. This is my favorite train station by far in the world. Gregory Kelly's this magnificent building. It really is, it's beautiful in here. So we'll take a quick walk around. So if anybody wants to, if you work in sales or anything in the city, you have to go to the Campbell Apartments here. It's a good place to take your clients. Yeah, Gregory Kelly says, thank goodness it was saved from demolition. I agree. Rebel Poet 71 says, New York couldn't create something this magnificent today. The taste, the skill, I agree. Hey, Ibrahim says I have to go now. Thank you, Ibrahim. Solo 401 says, quick. No one's looking, put it in your backpack. Daniel G says, beautiful building. Techno Pink says, oh my God, I'm gonna cry. Lots of memories here. Grand Central Terminal. So this is Zaro's Bakery, which is famous for their black and white cookies. So I'm not sure if anybody likes black and white cookies. I love these things. Destructionist says, wow, they sure don't make them like this anymore. Yeah, Solo 401 says the Whispering Wall is here too. Gregory Kelly says, very sad, the Penn Station was demolished. I know, the old Penn Station was beautiful.
Please ask the station ambassador and train crew member to provide water. Stay safe. Thank you for riding with us.
So we'll take a look at the top of the building. And if you look to the upper left-hand corner of your screen, you'll see the one little spot where they did not remove all of the tar from all the cigarette smoke. So right in the middle of your screen, you'll see that little black rectangle. And that is the one area of the building that they did not clean. And so they're just leaving it like that. Kiki says, good night, Ibrahim. Joe Hernandez says, for such a busy place, it's always clean in here. You know what I think, you know what I think, Joe? I was theorizing about this, and I think it's because there's no seats. Anytime like you have a seated waiting area in a train station, it's always gonna be dirty. But Grand Central, they run a pretty tight ship here, and they don't allow anybody to sit down. So these are all the old ticketing booths, but now everything is electronic, so you don't even need to buy a ticket. You just buy the ticket on your phone. So all of these little booths where you get the tickets, it's all closed down and they're just offices there. Joe Hernandez says, that's true, Tom. Yeah, Penn Station is really, really terrible, in my opinion. Not to be negative, but the new Penn Station, the new Moynihan Station is beautiful. Ooh, Kilo says Grand Central Station is privately run, unlike Penn Station. I did not know that. I did not know that at all. It's really beautiful, the architecture. Like just the work, the craftsmanship is amazing. Rebel Poet 71 says, didn't know Grand Central is private. I didn't know either, honestly. Yeah, Solo 401 says the Whispering Wall is here. We could check it out. The ABX girl says, Michelle McGraw, Oscar is out. I miss Bob today. Solo 401 says, need to convert the tellers into Five Guys. Agreed. So there is, I believe there's a Shake Shack in the basement, if I'm not mistaken. We'll check it out. I'm not sure if, so this used to be a newsstand where I used to get the paper a lot, but now it's just closed down from the pandemic. Yeah, Kilo Whiskey Juliet says the garden is awful too. I agree. The garden, Madison Square Garden is really gross. So we'll see if we run into any problems buffering. Oh, NYC Cherry Group says both are run by the MTA but not the city. Hey, we have Disney cast member here. So I love the photo of it in black and white. The light streaming in through the upper windows. So let's go downstairs and see if in the dining concourse, we may run into some buffering. So if it buffers, I apologize. Kilo says UBS will be a beauty. Rebel Poet says, I think the seafood restaurant is closed too. Grand Central Oyster Bar. Yeah, so that was a famous restaurant, but it's totally closed down now. I believe there's a Magnolia Bakery here, so we'll check it out. We're here at Grand Central Station. So this is the Magnolia. Kilo Whiskey says Barclays is nice too. Yeah, so they do have a Magnolia's here, but it is closed. Rebel Poets is so far so good. Yeah, so Solo 401, it does look like they have, so this Shake Shack was closed for a long time, but it looks like they just opened it again, maybe only for mobile ordering. But there used to be just lines and lines of, there used to be hundreds of people down here, especially during lunch break. But it looks like they're starting to open things back up down here. So this is the basement of Grand Central. Looks like it's opening up. Peace Ghost says it's clear down here. Yeah, it really is. So at Grand Central Station, you could take the MTA the Metro North. Solo 401 says, I've been there in the 90s. Wow. I remember before the pandemic, this place was so hustle and bustle. And so this is the food court down here in Grand Central Station in the basement in the food concourse. Rebel Poet says there was a place with Indian food. So the only place I've ever eaten here is at this place. I've only eaten here one time. And it was just all right. It wasn't that good. Kilo Whiskey Juliet says, is Shiro Express there? I'm not too sure, but let's take a walk around and let's look for it. Oh, so they do have a ticketed passengers waiting area, but it does look kind of small. Hey, William says, good evening, New York City. What time do you start your streams each night? Well, there's not like a set time because it depends on when I get off of work, but we usually try to start at around 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. up until 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So those are the times where we usually stream. Solo 401 says it never is. I know. But this is the donut plant. I've never been here. I've been eating it once, but it's just like, it's alright. Rebel Poet says there was a curry in a hurry or something. It looks like they have Frankie's hot dogs. I've never had it. Never had this. And there's a Joe Coffee here. I know that there's a Joe Coffee somewhere. Joe's is pretty good. I actually like Joe's a lot. Let's see what this is. This looks new. Oh, Tartinery. This is a Columbus Circle. Tartinery is a Columbus Circle. So if anybody's interested, this is a really nice place to come. If you go to the Time Warner Centers in Columbus Circle, you can sit down. It's like a little cafe. You could have a cup of coffee. You could bring clients there, or you can bring your parents or whatever. And you have an amazing, amazing view. So I'll show you the name of it. If anybody wants to do a quick Google search of Tartinery at Columbus Circle, check it out. Tartinery at Columbus Circle, the Time Warner Centers. And check out the view. It's beautiful. You can go there, you could spend 20 bucks, have a nice breakfast for 2 people, and have an unbelievable $1 million view. Joe Hernandez says anything with Joe in the name is awesome. Zaro's is good. I like the black and white cookies. In America says 7 a.m. starts the commuter combo. What's up, In America? In America 3, always nice to have you. Hope you're doing well. Photos from around New York says thank you for showing us Grand Central Station. No problem. Photos from around New York, happy Sunday. Lady Orleans says Columbus Circle Time Warner has good eating spots. It really does. I like that place. So Lady Orleans, if you ever go to Time Warner Center, you have to check out Momofuku Noodle Bar. Momofuku Noodle Bar is amazing. Disney cast member says, hey Tom, have you ever watched any of the videos of the Dronus channel? No, but I think Michelle McGraw was talking about that yesterday. Hey, we have a new subscriber, Erica Amara. Thank you, Erica Amara, for subscribing to the channel. Hope you are enjoying the video and the stream. So Erica, welcome to the channel. But Disney cast member, that's interesting that you bring that up, because I think that's like the 3rd or 4th recommendation I've gotten so far. But I'm definitely gonna check that out. And if anybody has a link to the channel, please feel free to post it into the chat so everybody could check it out. Look at everybody coming back into the city for work. So a lot of people go upstate New York to golf, sort of get out of the city for the weekend, and now everybody's back. Hey, Kenneth is here. What's up, Kenneth? Says, Tom, I'm here, bro. Made it tonight. Having surgery tonight. Will probably miss you tomorrow, but I'll be back. Well, Kenneth, I mean, God bless you, man. Good luck on your surgery. And I hope everything goes great for you, my friend. So everybody's coming back to the city for the work week on Monday. Lady Orleans says Momofuku. Yes, I heard about that place. Yeah, Lady O, it's extremely affordable too. It's extremely, extremely affordable, and it's some of the best ramen I've ever had in my life. In America 3 says the Dronus channel is one of a kind, amazing. Could somebody please put that in the chat? I'm actually really interested in seeing it now. So if anybody has that please post it in the chat. Hey, Ibrahim is back. Thank you for joining again, Ibrahim. So we're here at Grand Central Station. The only time I've taken the Metro North is I took it upstate New York to a town called Ossining, and it was really beautiful up there. It was really, really nice in Ossining, New York. Am I pronouncing that right? Anybody who's from upstate? But it was a beautiful town on the Hudson River. I really enjoyed my time up there. Oh, there we go. Photos from around New York. Thank you for posting that. Michelle McGraw says it's unbelievable footage on Drona's channel. So everybody, please check that out. We just, Photos from around New York, just dropped it in the chat. So this is what the Grand Central Station used to look like. At least the old Grand Central. Gregory Kelly says, isn't there a state prison in Ossining? I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Photos from around New York says, no problemo. The ABX girl says, near the famous Sing Sing prison. Hey, Melissa White is here. Says, hey, bro. What's going on, Melissa? Hope you're well. We are just leaving the Grand Central Station. And now we are at the One Vanderbilt. So check out how tall One Vanderbilt is. Really amazing. So we are now outside Grand Central Station. But if anybody works in New York City or even just wants to visit here, and I know I've said it 20 times, but you have to go to this place. It's called the Campbell Bar or the Campbell Apartments. So if anybody has free time, please Google this, the Campbell Apartments, and check out the inside, the interior of this place. It's unbelievable. It's really, really unbelievable. So this is a place where I used to take a lot of clients out. So check it out. You will not be disappointed if you Google the Campbell Apartments at Grand Central Station. It is probably, arguably, one of the most beautiful places in all of New York. You will not be disappointed. Betty Draper lived in Ossining, said Gregory Kelly. Hold on, just let me make sure my backpack is zipped up. The Swan, what's up, the Swan? The Swan says, I saw a shopper some time ago carry his bicycle into the shopping center and do his shopping as he was so afraid it would be stolen. Wow. Diana Lee is joining us. What's up, Diana? Hopefully you're well. Happy Sunday, everybody. And wishing you a very productive week at work, starting on Monday tomorrow. So we'll turn around and we'll see a beautiful view of the Chrysler building. So check it out, the Chrysler building. Hey, Soul Walking Tour is here. What's up, Soul Walking Tour? It says, hey, my friend, long time no see. Thank you, Soul Walking Tour. Seoul Walking Tour. I will be in Korea hopefully sometime within the next couple months. Please God, I'm getting my passport, but I'm going to be visiting Osan, Korea. So here we're at the outside of Grand Central Terminal. Felix says, hola Tom, what's up my friend? Hey Felix, what's up? Hopefully you're well. Welcome to the show, Felix. Happy Sunday. Joe Hernandez says, Michelle McGraw told us about the Droners channel. Yeah, she did. A couple streams ago, and then again, Disney cast member just dropped it in the chat too. Phil Mission says, you cannot lock up high-end bikes. Parts will be stolen. Soul Walking Tour says, we will be glad if you visit there, my friend. Yeah. Hey, Joseph Choi says, I'm from South Korea, Tom. Awesome, man. That's awesome. I love South Korea. I want to visit there so bad, but right now, you can only, I think if you visit there, you have to quarantine for 2 weeks. And I don't have the time to quarantine, so once they lift that quarantine requirement, I will be going. So one of my best friends is in the Special Forces in the Air Force, and he lived in Osan, South Korea for over a year, and he said it was one of the best experiences of his life. He said South Korea is so clean, because he's used to New York City. He's like, I've never experienced anything like it. He's like, the subways are so clean. He just couldn't believe how modern the city was. So let's go to Bryant Park. Fifth Avenue. Soul Walking Tour says, don't forget to travel around Seoul too. Definitely will do that. Hey, Mercury X. Long time no see, Mercury X. This is Wall Street. What's going on, pal? Hope you're well. Mercury X, happy Sunday. Ibrahim says, modern cities are my thing. DJ says, awesome. Rebel Poet 71 says, you can tell when people truly love their city. Rebel Poet 71 says, I've been to Istanbul. The city is also absolutely clean. NYC Cherry Groove says, you can use expensive bike lock. Folks will steal the lock and leave the bike. That's awesome. EBITDA, hey, what's up EBITDA? EBITDA is our investment banking M&A analyst from North Carolina at BAML, Bank of America Merrill Lynch. So hopefully you're enjoying your Sunday. Just enjoyed the ride. I just finished up work for the night, time to smoke and try to pass out before midnight. This week is going to be brutal. Well, good luck, my friend. Good luck to our friend EBITDA. We just passed Blackstone a couple minutes ago on the stream, ironically enough. Ibrahim says, I'm from California. Yeah, Ibrahim, Cali. It's going to be a really busy week for me too, honestly. But it's how we get deals done. Busy is good. Public Library, beautiful. The Stephen Schwartzman building. And Steven Schwartzman made all of his money through LBOs or leveraged buyouts. Rebel Poet says this library is also incredible. Joseph Choi is our pal from South Korea. He says working son. Ibida says, dad's old stomping grounds, and hopefully mine soon. Well, dude, Ibida, come to New York. Don't believe all the fear porn you see, man. You would kill it here. You'd make a lot of money. You'd love it. I'm telling you. You gotta come. Hey, photos from around New York. What's up, man? Joe Hernandez is Soul Walker. I subscribe to your channel. I love your videos. Yeah, check out our pal Soul Walker. Diana Lee says it's early Monday morning here in the UK. Well, hello everybody tuning in from the UK. We're here outside of the New York Public Library. Peace Ghost says, Tom, how many skateboards do you have? I have two skateboards. So right here is the SNFL, and I come in here on the 5th floor, so right here, and it's the International Business Center where they have free Bloomberg terminals. So I utilize that a lot. Rebel Poet 71 says, I applied to college from the Internet Cafe in this library back when not everyone had internet. AOL dial-up days. Oh my God, that's crazy. Solo 401 says the Lions named Steve and Lenny. Yeah, I love it here. It's a fantastic resource. I mean, if you have Bloomberg terminals, if you have a database, I mean, you got to utilize the resources you have. It's all about being a self-starter, and you got to go out and you got to do it. It's funny, you know, I go into the business center at the library. They have Bloomberg terminals there that are brand new, and they just sit there and they rot. Nobody uses them. EBITDA says, what do you do for work? Did you say S&T? No, I was going to do sales and trading after college, but then I went to work for a tech company to sell software. So I'm mainly in SaaS and telecom sales. But then my company went through a big M&A, and then I ventured out on my own and started my own tech consulting firm, where the majority of my customers are healthcare agencies here in New York. So if you think about home healthcare agencies, nursing homes, assisted living facilities, I help them migrate their infrastructure to the cloud. I help them implement an EVV solution, so electronic visit verification, as well as their electronic medical records and remote patient monitoring solutions. So that is what we're doing now. And then I just run my own money from my apartment. So here we are on the back side of Bryant Park. And this is the WeWork. So my old company owned a majority stake in WeWork, SoftBank. Hey, Gregory Kelly says, you must be very successful at what you do. I mean, we're trying. We are trying. I was the top, out of all the account executives, I was the #1 in the United States at my old company. Rebel Poet says, I don't know what a Bloomberg terminal is. It's like a financial data terminal. Mainly you use it if you're on Wall Street or in consulting or something like that. I like it because I could download a lot of information to build like models, like financial models. You don't really need it. If you're an individual investor, you absolutely do not need Bloomberg. But if you're in a sales role, it's very good to get very wealthy client information to make some calls. EBITDA says, ouch, taking WeWork feels bad. Yeah, so SoftBank, I mean, but they're killing it. They're making a ton of money. SoftBank the owner is Masayoshi's son. EBITDA says probably because the average person has no idea how to navigate around the terminals using the keyboard / shortcuts. That is amazing to have access to free terminals. A lot of schools don't have them. Yeah, I mean, that is a good point, EBITDA. That actually is a good point. That is a very good point. But I mean, in New York, I mean, you have Columbia Business School, you have Baruch, you have NYU Stern. So it's a big finance community here. So maybe people just don't know about it, but I'm surprised like not everybody is like flocking to the terminals. I guess it's good for me because I could just sort of sit there and chill. Hey, what's up, man? But EBITDA, we have a lot of young viewers in the chat that are just entering college and things like that. So if you have one piece of advice for them to get into investment banking, what sort of advice would you give to all of our viewers that are either looking at summer analyst programs or something like that? From somebody who currently works on Wall Street, it would be interesting to get a little piece of advice for some of the viewers. Hey, Dracula says Siemens, Phillips, Boston Scientific. EBITDA says get those internships and network. So there you have it, guys. If anybody's interested in getting a job on Wall Street, you heard it right here first from our pal EBITDA. That is at BAML, Bank of America Merrill Lynch. He says get those internships and make sure you build your network. So once again, here we are at Bryant Park. Beautiful out tonight. We'll take one walk around. EBITDA says, and during those internships, obviously do well, but take them out for coffee chats and get to know them. I think that's a great piece of advice. So build your network. And be a likable person. Great advice, EBITDA. Thank you for that. Hey, Marley G says, Buenos noches. Buenos noches, Marley. Marley, ¿cómo estás? Diana Lee says, beautiful. Penelope says, hey Tom, my hubby wants you to show us the board you are riding. Sure. Here we are. So this is what gets us around the city. And we probably do well over 100 miles every week on this board. Diana says, love the blue. Yeah, it's really beautiful here. Really, really beautiful. Ibrahim Azam says, Tom, what was the happiest stage of your life? The happiest stage of my life by far was playing college soccer. By far, can't even compare it. So if anybody is thinking about playing a sport in college, you definitely have to do it 100,000%. You hang out with a bunch of like-minded people, and the people that play on your team are going to be your network for life, especially like a lot of my friends are either in law enforcement or work in Silicon Valley or in investment banking. So it's a good network to have. So yeah, that was probably the best times of my life, for sure. And here, if the Swan is in the chat, we have the Empire State Building for our pal, the Swan. Peace Ghost says, and how many do you have, Tom? I have about 2 skateboards. 2 skateboards. Penelope says, sweet, thanks, no problem. Photos around New York says, yes, exclamation point, Swan. So this building with the red top is Bank of China, right here. Bank of China. Gregory Kelly says, I was on the fencing team in college. Not the most exciting sport, but I wasn't very good at it. Fencing's cool, dude. I really like fencing. I just think it's a good experience because if you're not good enough to go professional, it's like the last chance you get to, you know, play competitive with a lot of like-minded individuals. So that's what I would say. Destruction is, do you ever change the color, or do they ever change the color on top of one Vanderbilt, or is it always blue? I think I've seen it a different color a couple times. I think I've seen it different a couple times. I can't really remember though. I'm trying to think. Check out these flowers, how beautiful. They smell amazing too. And this is not Bank of America, excuse me, Bank of China. Next to Salesforce Tower. Salesforce founder and CEO is Mark Benioff. Wrote a really amazing book. If anybody wants to check that out, it's called Trailblazer by Mark Benioff. And I think I said this yesterday on the stream, but Mark Benioff actually trademarked the rights to the App Store. So when Steve Jobs was doing his keynote speech, Steve Jobs was like introducing the App Store, and Mark Benioff was sitting back and he's like, dude, I own the rights to that. But Mark Benioff decided just to give Steve Jobs the rights to the App Store. Hey, Lisa Baptiste, what's going on? Says, hi, good night, Wall Street. I'm Lisa from Trinidad and Tobago, watching your channel a week now and love your walks and chats. Well, thank you so much, Lisa. I appreciate you being here, and welcome to all of our viewers from Trinidad and Tobago. NYC Cherry Groove says, hey, Tom, have you done much world travel, perhaps from you playing soccer? I have not, NYC Cherry Groove. And I think that's one of the things I regret most in my life, is not traveling as much. That is a good question. What about you, NYC Cherry Groove? Gregory Kelly says, we had a Russian fencing master who was hilarious. He spent time in a gulag. Jesus. Gregory, where did you go to college, if you don't mind me asking? Daniel G says, you're about to be in the Bryant Park webcam, Tom. Daniel G is our pal from Buenos Aires, Argentina. Ibit Da says, I gotta go eat a very overdue dinner and try to get rest before the hell that tomorrow is. Enjoy the rest of the ride and good luck this Monday. Well, thank you, Ibit Da. We're right in front of the Bank of America Tower. And good luck, man. Hopefully you kill it, and don't stress yourself out too much, man. And hopefully I see you in New York one day. I wish you all the best, and I hope you make a ton of money. Sally says, nice building. Yeah, so this is Bank of America, and this is Salesforce Tower. Ibrahim says, Tom, you could still travel. That's true, Ibrahim. That is true, but just this COVID thing just totally put a damper in all my travel plans. Diana Lee says, I kept getting splinters when I did fencing. Also, the panels were huge, says Diana Lee. Gregory Kelly says, UC Santa Barbara. Nice, this is a beautiful school. Beautiful, beautiful school. So hey, what's up to all the viewers on the Bryant Park webcam? Lisa says, wow, it is so amazing to hear you read my comment, LOL. Started following from Action Kids channel. Well, welcome, Lisa. Lisa from Trinidad and Tobago. So welcome to all the viewers from Trinidad. There's a big community here in Brooklyn. Hey, Train Vlog says, you're amazing. So thank you, Train Vlogs, you're amazing, pal. Thank you for being so kind. So this is the Bryant Park Grill. Bryant Park Grill, where a lot of Wall Streeters and industry titans come for lunch and other sort of happy hour events. But Train Vlogs, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining. Hey, Johnny C's here. What's up, man? Always love having Johnny here. Says, hi, Wall Street Skate Bro. What would you say is your chief motivation for, for live streaming 7 nights a week? Says Johnny C. So one of the things is sort of piggybacking off of what EBITDA said, right? So the work I do is I can sometimes work 80 hours a week, Johnny C. So it's, and you know, before I left to start my own thing, I was locked in my apartment on conference calls, back to back, making proposals, building deal books for customers, and you know, and I was on all day. Because one of the things I noticed with work from home, there was really no cutoff period, because usually in tech sales, how it works is you have an SDR, and this will be a topic for another stream, but you have an SDR. So I was assigned 2 SDRs to help me find leads. Then you have the account executive and then the major account executive, which was my job. And then I have my VP and then your director. So when the directors would go home at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, the emails would die down because they would be on the subway, commuting, or driving home. So there was sort of like a break in the day. But now everybody is just sitting in their house. You know, they have their laptop, you know, on their chest when they're watching TV. So everybody's constantly emailing back and forth nonstop. So at 5 o'clock when I'm eating dinner, I'm like, all right, I'll just finish up this PowerPoint. Okay, I'll just finish up this model or do whatever. And it just started to get so overwhelming where I was like, dude, I'm literally working 24/7, 365. So I have to get outside. So I'm like, when the weather gets nice, I'm gonna force myself to skateboard around the city. I'm just gonna force myself to get out and do something. I have to get outside. And I'm like, well, you know what? I skateboard around the city anyway. Why don't I just bring a camera, film it, and talk about different topics that I read about anyway during the day? So it's sort of like a way for me to de-stress from the workday and think about something other than work. How do I get out of here? So hopefully that answers your question. So I guess you could call it like a therapy in a way. And I think when you talk about different topics, it reinforces those principles in your brain. So I'm learning a lot too. Hey, Miss Kareem says, I love school so much. Gregory Kelly says, thanks for taking us with you, Skate Bro, no problem. Peace Ghost says, great answer. Ibrahim says, a laptop on your chest. I think you should put it on your lap. Yeah, I mean, you know, I guess you know what I mean. Hey, Lisa says, I haven't been sleeping well and wanted to see what's going on in the rest of the world. And I would watch people walking around cities and fall asleep. Thanks. No problem, Lisa. Hopefully I can help you out. Hey, Maria O is here. What's up, Maria O? Welcome. Gerald Lee says, just saw you, Tom, on the Bryant Park webcam. Maria O, hello. What's going on? AZ's here. Hi, everybody. What's up, AZ? NYC Cherry Groove says, hey, Tom, I first left the country for travel at age 27, 28. So maybe I'm still early then, Cherry Groove. AZ says, I'm very late to your stream. No problem, no problem. Train Blogs, what's going on? I'm just trying to read everybody's comments. I don't like to miss anybody, but Miss Karam, welcome. Lady O says, so happy you decided to stream your skateboard therapy. Johnny C says, a wise choice, young man. Yeah, it's different. Like, I think for people that are like who didn't like enter the workforce into a pandemic, right? So if you just graduated college like 1 or 2 years ago, we graduated into a global pandemic. So the work-life balance is extremely different. So like I have customers and like hammering me till midnight. Like when I had my job, when I worked at my job, yeah, I was making a very good salary. Like I was making a lot of money, but with the pandemic, it was just like, it just got mentally taxing. I don't really know how else to explain it. But I'm like, I gotta get outside. I can't let myself sit on the couch. I just got to do something besides work. Hey, Dante Rose, what's up? Says, hey guys, what's going on? Hey, William, hey, we have William Creech. What's up, William? Says, why is the grass off limits? I think they close it at like 5 o'clock every night. So we'll take one more look at the Vanderbilt Tower. SW says, if you had a chance to try space for 15 minutes, who would it be, Branson or Bezos? Bezos. SW, my answer is Bezos. What about you? DJ says, buenos noches, Tom. Great stream. See you. Buenos noches, DJ. Have a good one. Thank you from Chile. From Chile. Brooklyn Brothers, New York City. Hey, what's up, Brooklyn Brothers? Say, will you plan to reveal your face? Yes, I have many times. And Fridays, we are going to be doing a live stream behind my desk. Penelope says, hubby says you should get sponsored by a skateboard company for your New York City tours. I agree, this is positive therapy. That's a good idea, Penelope. But I don't think I'm good enough to get sponsored. I just sort of cruise around. Joe Hernandez says, don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you. Look at all the dirt bikers. Maria O says, this is definitely therapy. Just witnessed the most dramatic YouTube stream. Gave me a headache. Social media can be toxic at times. Yeah, we're all about just relaxing. I hate Times Square. It's just not for me. I just like to just relax, you know? Skateboard around, talk about finance, talk about software, talk about technology. Dante Rose, what's going on? Hey, Letty Munoz says, hello, Tom. Hola, Letty. Hola, Letty, ¿cómo estás? With Brooklyn Brothers, hope you're having a good Sunday night. Thank you for joining. We're just skateboarding around. Hey, and we have Techno Pink. Techno Pink is our friend from the Dominican Republic. What's up, Techno Pink? Hey, Cheryl Washington says, is the city normally this empty? So that's a great question, Cheryl. It's usually not. However, I will say it is Sunday night, so it's not unusual for Manhattan to be pretty empty Sunday night. And this is the Chrysler building, by the way, this little thing right here. Penelope says, hubby says tours, no tricks. Okay, we'll check it out. But yeah, it's pretty normal for a Sunday night to be a little bit empty, especially now, because everybody's coming back from Long Island, they're coming back from upstate New York, from playing golf or whatever. So they're sort of preparing for tomorrow, for the work day, if that makes sense. But I don't think I've seen you on the stream, so thank you for joining. The Vanderbilt building is just beautiful. It's just gorgeous building. Letty Munoz says, bien y tú? Yes, muy bien, Letty. Muy bien. Maria O says, hablas español, Tom. Me alegro. Un poco. I speak a little Spanish. William Creech says, have you ever been ice fishing, Tom? It's very relaxing. No, William, but during the pandemic, surprisingly, I would binge watch fishing videos on YouTube. So I forget the guy's name, but I'm subscribed to him. He makes the most crazy fishing videos ever on his GoPro. It's unreal. Hey, Cheryl says, I'm new. Hey, Cheryl. Washington, hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right. But welcome to the channel. I hope you're having a great weekend. And if you don't mind me asking, how did you find the channel? I always find it interesting to see how viewers found us. But welcome. We mainly just skateboard around New York City, and during the weekdays we talk about finance and technology, things like that. Hey, Peace Ghost. What's up, Peace Ghost? This has just started following you on Insta, bruh. I command everyone to follow Tom. Yeah, so I did create one. I really never use it, but maybe I'll start to use it a little bit more. So yeah, everybody check it out. So thank you, Peace Ghost. Hey, Ryan Rides is here. Ryan Rides is our pal from Toronto, Canada. Ryan Rides says, good evening, Mr. Bro. Looking forward to some of that knowledge you dropped. Cheers. Ryan Rides, we're sort of having just a chill night. So usually on the weekends, we don't have a specific topic, but we're having a good stream. We just skateboarded all the way from Central Park down Park Avenue to Grand Central Station, and we walk down Bryant Park. But thank you for being here. Let me catch up on the comments. Hey, Dracula says, it is beautiful, Tom. But I've never been ice fishing. I do, maybe I'll check it out, but I don't know. All right, let me catch up on the comments. Hey, Pos PP channel says hi, welcome. Train Vlog says, am I allowed to cuss here? No, we don't do any Train Vlog says, yeah, remember GoPro 79? I don't think so, I remember him. But yeah, no cussing, nothing derogatory, absolutely not. Cheryl says you're pronouncing it correctly. Awesome. Yeah, I just don't want to be disrespectful and mispronounce anybody's name. So if I am mispronouncing your name, feel free to correct me in the comments, and I will make sure I make the corrections immediately. Train Vlogs says, sorry, I meant GoPro 97. No, I don't remember him. I don't. Hey, Daniel G says, have a great Monday, Tom. You too, Daniel. Thank you for joining as always. Past PP, thank you for joining too. Oh, from Thailand. We love Thailand. Daniel G from Buenos Aires, Argentina says, good night, Tom, and good night, everybody. See you all tomorrow. Absolutely, Daniel. Wall Street Skate Bro, I think Fernando gave you a start. He promoted you on his stream when you had your first subscriber. Yeah, Fernando is great. Fernando, Super Friends in the City, is a very great guy. Destructionist says, we found you because of Action Kid was talking about you. Wow, nice. I like Action Kid too. He's in, he's still in California, I think. Lisa says, where I live, the country is normally empty on Sunday, and that's a good thing. Nice. Hey, DJ is here. This is Aaron. What's going on? Train Vlogs, I don't remember that. Sorry about that. I do not. Hey, Dracula, what's going on? So we're gonna head to 34th Street, Herald Square. See, Andrew Calhoun is back, our moderator from Australia. Andrew, so did they lock you guys down again? So how does that work? Does that mean everybody's still working remotely from home in Australia? Is that what that means? Train Vlog, yeah, 2020 did 2020 was all right. It was, you know, pretty difficult with the pandemic. Techno Pink, what is going on? Hope you're well. Diana Lee says, Tom, great to see. It's not raining there at the moment. Yeah, finally. It was raining like, it's been raining like every single day here in New York. It's been really crazy. Hey, Steve's here. What's up, Steve? We're gonna stop at the light. Steve says, love your stream. already learned quite a bit. Well, thank you, Steve, for being here. And I hope you're having a great weekend, my friend. Happy Sunday. Train Vlog says it sucked for everyone. Yep. Andrew Calhoun says yes, lockdown extended. Work from home where possible. Only allowed to travel 5K for shopping or COVID shot/test. Well, God bless you guys, and I'm sending you well wishes to Australia, man. Hey, Lisa says I'm watching you from my bed on my flat screen, but I had to grab my tab to text. So I'm gonna continue on my TV, no problem. Hey, and it's the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, Dan Russell. What's up, Dan? Dan Russell's here. We're back on the board. Dan says, damn, Andrew, that is extreme lockdowns. Free as a whistle here in Texas. Yeah, I mean, it's really crazy. But I hope everybody stays safe, and hopefully we can get this pandemic under control. But Dan Russell, good to see you here. And welcome to all the viewers. We're just skateboarding past the Shake Shack, another Shake Shack. Five Guys is better, but whatever. So I really like passing these guys because they feed the homeless. And I think that's really admirable. So right here, they are always here every weekend. The hunger truck, feeding the homeless. And for the Swan, if you're in the chat, there we are, the Empire State Building. Hey, Marley G says, good evening, everyone. Thank you. Bye. Marley G, thank you as always for joining. Steve says, thanks for sharing info on ESG earlier. Looking for your weekly edu info. No problem, Steve. Lady Orleans says, Five Guys. Andrew Calhoun says, Dan Russell. I know Australia was so far ahead a year ago. What happened? I know. It's crazy. So yeah, ESG investing is very important to pay attention to. It's very, very important to pay attention to because that really dictates where a lot of the money can and can't flow. And I think that's another reason why it's very risky to buy Chinese stocks, because Chinese stocks tend to trade at lower valuations or lower multiples than their American counterparts. I think for that reason, environmental and social governance reasons, the Chinese government is not the best on human rights. So if you look at a company like Alibaba, JD, Tencent, they tend to trade at a lower multiple than their American technology counterparts. Train Vlogs says how all the stores and businesses being closed and shut down, and a lot of people lost their jobs and no money, and most people were homeless because of COVID. Yeah, it is terrible. It is terrible. It is a global pandemic and it is nuts. So right here outside the Macy's. Hey, Julie's here. What's up, Julie? Says hello, good evening, happy Sunday to all. Joe Hernandez says I have Alibaba in my portfolio. Joe Hernandez, I do as well. And I always like to keep my allocation low to Chinese stocks. But if you look at the fundamentals of Alibaba with their cloud growth, with their core e-commerce business, it's a blowout business. So if China ever becomes more of a democracy, you're going to see a multiple expansion on those names like nothing you've ever seen before, and those stocks are going to rip. But as of right now, it's extremely risky to invest in the Chinese securities, even if they're traded on the American exchanges, because it's just too risky to allocate, for a big institution to allocate too much money to Chinese securities, because just look what they did with Didi, right? The day after it IPO'd, the Chinese government slapped a big cybersecurity investigation on Didi, which Didi is one of the largest. They pretty much have a monopoly in China on ride sharing. So if you think about a company like Uber, they're like an Uber of China. Lady Orleans says, Tom, I have an early start tomorrow. Good night. No problem, Lady Orleans. Thank you as always for being here. We do appreciate it. Thank you for being a great moderator. And good luck with your week at work. I wish you nothing but productivity and success. I'm not sure why this guy chooses to walk in the bike lane. Steve says, I like Salesforce ESG rating. Yeah, so a lot of the times, ESG also has to do with who the CEO is, right? So if you look at the CEO of Salesforce, which is Mark Benioff, he's a very, very progressive guy, an extremely progressive CEO. So yeah, I agree. It's very good to, if you're going to invest in individual stocks, you have to know the management like the back of your hand. You have to know who the CEO is, the CFO, board of directors, everybody. So Salesforce specializes in customer relationship management software, but they did make an acquisition of MuleSoft about 3 years ago, and they made a more recent acquisition of Slack, which was a publicly traded company under the ticker symbol WORK, work. And Slack is like a collaborative tool, so it competes with the likes of a Microsoft Teams, something like that. Train Blog says, I wish COVID never existed. I do too. I think we all do. That's what's prevented me from traveling. I mean, I want to go to South Korea. I want to travel to China. I want to go to Singapore. So here we are at the Penn Station. The new Penn Station, I should say. Here we are at Penn Station, Madison Square Garden. Joe Hernandez says, night, Lady O, till tomorrow. See you later. Gerald Lee says, Tom, have you ever been to Thailand? I've been watching pre-pandemic videos of it, and it looked great and very economical to vacay or live there. Seems like a lot of expats live there. Gerald Lee, I have not been there, but it definitely is on my list. So thank you for bringing that up. Hey, Ken J says, Tom, what time does your workday start? I usually begin all of my stuff around 8 a.m. It just really depends. Sometimes it's earlier, sometimes it's later. But 8 a.m. is really when I'm tuned in and dialed in. But Ken J, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. What about you, Ken? What time does your workday start? So here we are at the Madison Square Garden. Ibrahim says, Tom, do you know what your topic will be tomorrow? Yeah, so on Mondays we cover a specific mutual fund. So on Monday, which is tomorrow, it's going to be Mutual Fund Monday. So we'll be covering a very interesting mutual fund, which we'll talk about tomorrow. Lady Orleans, take it easy. Thank you for joining. Steve, thank you for being here. Peace Ghost is Train Vlogs. You have no idea how much I am in agreement with you right now. Diana Lee says, I found that during lockdown, the walls felt like they were closing in. I agree. Gerald Lee says, Boogie Bob says you should never walk in the bike lane. Just saying. Totally agree with you, Gerald Lee. That's how you cause an accident. Joe Hernandez says, if you invest, you should have records of that company going back at least a year and check their quarterly report. Joe Hernandez, 100%. 100%. So if you look at, to piggyback off of what Joe Hernandez said, like that's what institutional investors look for, right? So if they're going to make an investment in a company, what they do is they say, okay, what is the total addressable market of this business? How penetrated is the company right now into that total addressable market? And how fast do we think they can grow their revenues as well as their earnings? So if they can grow their earnings 25% per annum, you know, that stock is going to move higher over time. Yes, there's going to be fluctuations. Yes, stocks go up and down, even though people don't like to hear that. But over time, price always follows the fundamental earnings growth of the company. Ken J says, I am happily retired and living the good life. God bless you. God bless you, my friend. That's awesome. Very admirable, too. Ken J, what did you do before your retirement, if you don't mind me asking? Obviously, you don't have to disclose that, but I would be interested to know. Koreatown. All right. Check out the Freedom Tower from here. Maria O says, all homeless, so sad, I know. Gerald Lee says, good night, Ibrahim. Take it easy, Ibrahim. Engine 1, Ladder 24, FDNY says, Kilo Whiskey. Train Vlog says, I'm going to go now because I'm going to rest and stretch. So goodbye and have a great day to you and everyone. Train Vlogs, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Have a good one. The World Trade Center looks beautiful tonight. Well, thank you for everybody for joining and for watching the stream. Appreciate it. We will skateboard through Koreatown. So tomorrow I was thinking we'll go to the Manhattan Bridge. I love the Manhattan Bridge. It has an amazing view. So maybe, we'll see. What the hell's that guy doing? On West 32nd Street, Korea Way. Hey, Steven says, looks like Nvidia is going to split soon. Wonder if semiconductor shortage will delay it. Yeah, so that was actually a topic of one of our streams last week. We went into in extreme detail about the semiconductor shortage, why there is a semiconductor shortage, and what products and services are being affected. And that's why I've been long semiconductors, the industry overall. Because if you look forward to the age of artificial intelligence, machine learning, electric vehicles, autonomous driving, it's all going to be powered by chipsets or semiconductors. So the demand is going to sustain itself for a very, very long time, in my opinion. Just think about electric vehicles. In one electric vehicle, it could take up to 1,400 semiconductor chipsets in one electric vehicle. You think about the rollout of 5G technology and IoT. IoT is Internet of Things. So if you have remote patient monitoring devices, anything that really connects to the internet is going to require semiconductors. So if you look at the earnings trajectory of a lot of these semiconductor companies, it's very good. Diana Lee says, Tom, enjoying the stream. Thank you so much. Gerald Lee says, Tom, you must have a terrific cell phone data provider. Your streams rarely ever buffer like other streamers. I use Verizon. Penelope says, I love your kinetic energy, visuals, and the explanation of finance combined together. It appeals to all senses. Hey, Penelope, thank you so much. That's so kind of you to say that. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, but I do use Verizon. But also, I think another reason why my streams don't buffer is because I stream very, very late at night. So not many people are outside late at night, so the network is not congested. So if you think about trying to stream, let's say in the middle of the day in Central Park, it's probably going to be buffering all the time. Oh, H Mart is closed. So this is the H Mart, the Asian supermarket. NYC Cherry Goose says Verizon is best in Manhattan. Yes, it is. I agree. It just also depends on how crowded the network is. So I think because I work all day and then I try to do a stream at night, maybe that's why my streams don't buffer. Gerald Lee says other streamers use T-Mobile the worst. Yikes. So T-Mobile is actually positioned pretty good in terms of their 5G rollout because they bought Sprint, which had a lot of spectrum assets. So if you think about like band 71, so for extremely low latency and high throughput applications. So T-Mobile is actually positioned pretty well for a 5G network rollout due to the merger and acquisition with Sprint. It's all about the spectrum assets. I'm not sure if anybody's familiar with that, but the federal government actually auctions off spectrum. They're called spectrum auctions. And Verizon and AT&T have spent billions and billions of dollars on acquiring spectrum assets from the government. But T-Mobile just so happened that they had the very, very precious mid-band spectrum already. Just past 5, guys. Ryan Rides says, I find streaming at night very solid. Hey, Melanie Sam is here. Says, looks beautiful. NYC Cherry Goose says, is 5G out yet? Yes and no. But like when people talk about 5G, there's really no applications right now that require 5G. Like the infrastructure is just not there yet. And 5G is for more like business applications as opposed to the consumer, in my opinion. Like that's why autonomous vehicles are a long way off, in my opinion. Because in order to have an autonomous vehicle, you need a 5G infrastructure. Hey, Gerald Lee says, Tom, when you get to travel to South Korea, will you stream from there? It looks so beautiful from photos I've seen. We'll try it. We'll try it out, Gerald. Joe Hernandez says, I love these evenings and night streams. It gives the city a different perspective and look. Rosie says, ¿Cómo estás? Hey, what's up, Rosie? Ryan Rides says, I find streaming at night very solid. Melanie, what's going on? Photos from around New York says that is a good point about buffering. Hey, Joseph Choi says, I always try Pinkberry when I stop by K-Town. I love Koreatown. So Joseph, one of my favorite places in Koreatown you have to go to, it's called Take 31. Take 31. You gotta go. It's amazing. It's my favorite Korean restaurant in the city. Take 31. Film Missions is H Mart is great. Yeah, H Mart. I love H Mart. Absolutely love H Mart. NYC Cherry Grooves is Tom. Ooh, look at all these furniture. It's beautiful. Will your girlfriend skate with you on the stream in Korea? I don't think she knows how to skateboard, but maybe. We'll see. Hopefully I can get there. I just need to get there first. Check out these like living room setups. These are beautiful. Photos from around New York says I had an epic dinner out with my friends planned for Take 31. Oh my God, you're gonna love it. You are going to love it, my friend. Take 31 is phenomenal. Photos from around New York, yep. Hey, ABX Girls says good night all. ABX Girl, always a pleasure talking with you. Hey, Kenny Pan says Zoom Stride a deal to acquire Five9 for 14.9 billion. This news was announced an hour ago. What do you think about that? Yeah, so Five9, I actually saw a notification while I was streaming about that. So Five9, I believe they're a cybersecurity company, but Zoom has a ton of cash. I mean, they have an unbelievable amount of cash that they've earned from the pandemic. They have billions of dollars on the balance sheet. So I'll have to take a look into the merger and acquisition, but I don't have an exact take on it yet. And speaking of takes, we are here at Take 31. But Kenny Pan, very good. Thank you for that piece of information, Kenny Pan. I don't think I've seen you on the stream before, so thank you for joining and thank you for sharing that with everybody. That's very helpful. So everybody, this is Take 31 right here. It's beautiful here. Ken J says, I ran my own cleaning company in Cleveland, Ohio. Just like you, see all these tall buildings in New York. They do not want to hire their own cleaning people. They hire companies like the ones I ran. The payout is very good. Ooh, so Ken, great. Well, congratulations on your retirement, my friend. You earned it. It's inspiring to hear that people are able to retire with dignity. I don't know about anybody else, but I think that's inspiring. So maybe we'll go to Madison Square Park tonight. Steve says, gotta jump. I got patience early, no problem. Thank you for joining, Steve, as always. Hey, and we have Orland Edwards here. Long time no see, my friend. We are here in Koreatown, taking a look at the Empire State Building. Joseph Choi, have you ever been to Baekjeong? I'm not sure I'm pronouncing it correctly. But it's right next to, it's a Korean barbecue place that's right next to here. It's called Love Korean Barbecue, but there's a better place in my opinion right here that's called Baekjeong. And it's one of my favorite spots in Koreatown, probably number 2. It's definitely a close number 2. Take 31. Very quiet Sunday night here in Manhattan. Hey, Ken Pan says, I usually don't chat much, but I've been watching your stream for a few weeks now. Thank you, Ken. Or Kenny, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Kenny, where are you tuning in from? Look at this guy on rollerblades. That's so sick. That's awesome. I think NYC Cherry Grove says he rollerblades. That'd be really interesting, a rollerblading stream. So we're coming up on Madison Square Park. Hey, Kenny's tuning in from the Lower East Side of Manhattan. Great neighborhood. So for anybody watching, the Nightbot just dropped my favorite reading list of all time in regards to finance. So if you're interested in investing, that's a great place to start by reading How to Make Money in Stocks by William J. O'Neill, which is the founder and owner of Investors Business Daily, which just sold to Rupert Murdoch and the News Corp company for $250 million. Peter Lynch, One Up on Wall Street, and Phil Fisher's Common Stocks and Uncommon Profits. Joseph says, Tom, doesn't your wrist get tired from streaming? No, it doesn't, surprisingly. Doesn't, no, not really. Here we are, Madison Square Park and the Shake Shack. Bench, and you guys will be able to see a beautiful view of the Empire State Building. Just gorgeous view. Joseph Choi says impressive. Penelope says wow, need to get hubby away from downtown videos. Oh, from Dogtown videos. What is that? Dogtown videos. Hey, Technopic Nike sneakers. There we go. Alfred, hey Alfred, what's up? Says enjoying from Arizona. I don't think I've seen Alfred on the stream yet, so welcome. I'm a huge fan of Arizona. So Alfred, next month I'm actually going to be flying out to Vegas to check out a warehouse, and then from there we're going to be driving to Tempe, Arizona. You're probably familiar with that, Tempe. Hopefully we'll play a little bit of golf in Tempe, and we'll enjoy the week. So Alfred, thank you for joining, my friend. Photos from around New York says framed so well. Thank you, Photos from around New York. And Kiki is our pal from Rochester, New York. Says have a good night, Tom and all. Kiki, have a great week at work. Happy Monday, kill it, get excited about the week. You're gonna do great. NYC, oh yeah, Lords of Dogtown. Okay, there you go. NYC Cherry Groove says Dogtown is skateboarding from the 70s. That's the movie where the kids were skateboarding in California in the, yeah, I know that. Lords of Dogtown, for sure. Yeah, Lords of Dogtown, I'm familiar now. Ryan rides. Gotcha, cool. So hopefully one week I'll be able to do a stream from Brooklyn, New York. At least that's the goal anyway. So hopefully we'll be able to go in Greenpoint, Brooklyn. Joseph Choice, are you going to stream when you're in Arizona? I'm not sure. I think I'm going to be pretty busy with clients. So we'll just have to see. Photos from around New York says Waymo is working right now in Tempe. Yep, photos from around New York. Hint, hint. Hint, hint. Can't say anything, but hint, hint. Yeah, so Google made a big investment in the Waymo. I think they are the furthest along in terms of autonomous driving. So hopefully I'll have some cool GoPro content for you guys when I'm in Tempe. I can't say anything else, but we'll see. NYC Cherry Groove says, do you surf too, Tom? Cherry Groove, so I did try to surf in Long Beach, but I was so terrible at it, surprisingly. I was like really, really bad. So honestly, I gave up, in full disclosure. I was so terrible at surfing. What about you, Cherry Groove? Do you surf? Photos from around New York says, oh my goodness, don't get too excited, don't get too excited. But hopefully I will be doing something very interesting down there. But I am working on a pretty cool deal in terms of digital advertising with a cool startup company that just got a lot of funding. So it's going to be an exciting couple of months. It's going to be an action-packed, exciting, grueling couple of months. Just in terms of the overall workload that I'll have to do, but we'll see. Check out these apartments here, beautiful. Andrew Calhoun says, surfing is not my thing either. Almost died, wow. Have a wonderful week, as well as everybody too. Peace Ghost says, take it easy, Kiki. Ken J says, Tom, my advice to young people when I go to schools and colleges, I tell them to find something that there is a need for and is not being done, then come up with a way to make it better. Wow, Ken J. That's really, really amazing. That's a very good piece of advice. So I just picked your comment, but I'll unpick it, but that's a phenomenal piece of advice, Ken. Wow. Even for me, that's wow, dude. Yeah, find solutions. I'll read it again. Tom, my advice to young people when I go to schools and colleges, I tell them to find something that there is a need for and is not being done, then come up with a better way or a way to make it better. Great. Hey, Andrew Calhoun says, you will have to change your name to Wall Street Skate Bro around New York. Hey, Sunshine, New York, what's up? Sunshine, New York, long time no see. Hope you're well. Yeah, Dracula says surfing is no joke. That is true, it is no joke. It's extremely difficult. Happy Sunday, Sunshine, New York. So here we are at the Flatiron district. NYC Cherry Grooves says, I believe I have the balancing and abilities for surfing. I have tried surfing on electric machines, but the ocean is too dangerous for me. Understood. Joe Hernandez says, I surf the net and I get winded after. Understandable. Very, very understandable. So we're at the Flatiron district, the Flatiron building. And the Harry Potter store. But this is my favorite view of the Empire State Building. And the clock tower is beautiful. Dracula says surfing in Montauk it was a disaster. Wow. Wow, that apartment, God bless me. It's Techno Pink. Sunshine New York says, yes, I'm doing good. Just doing chores and getting ready for the week ahead. Yeah, I was doing some chores too today. I did a lot of laundry. Pisco says, snap. Penelope says, Jay Adams was a better surfer than skateboarder. Check him out. Penelope, I'll have to check him out. I definitely will have to check him out. So let's head back up. We're gonna take a little bit of a different way to get to the Upper West Side. Right here on West 23rd Street. Peace goes to Joe Hernandez. I'm laughing my eyes out now. I always make sure I stop even though it's a green light for me, because I don't trust any of these drivers. I was not expecting that. I love skateboarding through the scaffolding. It looks like you're going through a time travel. Whoa. 23rd Street, PATH train. So the 23rd Street, you can get the PATH train to New Jersey. Destructionist says, wow, Tom, you must be a night owl. Yeah, I mean, I think I just like to work during the day and then hammer out the streams at night, skateboard around, and get some physical fitness in before the workday ahead. Honestly, I think ever since I've been streaming, my productivity at work has gone way up. Because you need to get the blood pumping, you need to get cardio. And I think if we do like a 2.5 hour stream or a 3 hour stream, I think it's pretty good cardio. So it helps me perform better at work. Photos from around New York says drivers in the city are not good. Peace Ghost says, Tom, you're a great skateboarder. Grind down on the rails. Peace Ghost. Not tonight, man. I wish. So this view is looking uptown Manhattan, uptown. Oh, check out this road. There's nobody here. Total ghost town. It kind of looks cool. Straightaway, you can just rip all the way down. Ken Jace is a very good workout. All right, everybody, we made it. Check out the scaffolding and the graffiti on this building. It's beautiful. I really like it. Well, thank you everybody for joining. Thank you for all the new subscribers. If you guys like this content, feel free to leave a like on the video and subscribe. Battery, so the phone may die. So just a heads up to everybody, if the phone dies, I just want to let you know that I appreciate everybody joining the stream. Thank you to all the viewers. I appreciate it. We're right here on 23rd Street and 7th. West 23rd Street and 7th Avenue. You can get the Uptown 1 train, Bronx bound. Joe Hernandez says, congrats, Tom, on over 800 subscribers. No way. Really? No way. That's crazy. Well, thank you, everybody. That's awesome. I appreciate everybody who's been joining the channel. A lot of you have been sending me emails, so I do appreciate that as well. I learn a lot from all of you. We have a very diverse group in the stream. That's another reason why I like streaming. We have people from all over the world here, from all different sort of professions. I think that's one of the biggest things about streaming, is we have a very educated and diverse audience from all over the world, where I learn a lot every single night. We have people who work in the medical field, we have people who work in Silicon Valley, in investment banking, people from everywhere. So I think it's good to learn from everyone. So here we are at the Fashion Institute of Technology, FIT. Sally says, you're welcome, Tom. So this is the Fashion Institute of Technology, which is run by the SUNY, which is the State University of New York. So it's a SUNY school, not a CUNY, but a SUNY. CUNY is C-U-N-Y, and SUNY is S-U-N-Y. Michelle McGraw says 822 people are subscribed to the channel. Thank you, everybody. Oh, Michelle McGraw, this is the Chewy sign here. Right here. Chewy. Peace Ghost says, Tom, it's really beneficial to exercise and talk. Absolutely. I agree. Yeah, Ken J, we all learn something from each other. That's the goal. If you can just learn one new thing every day, or make one new connection every day, you're gonna be fine. We have a pretty diverse group of people here. Michelle McGraw says my dogs have that lamb chop. Chewy is also another stock that we will be covering. The studies have shown that ever since the pandemic, people have been increasing the amount of money they're spending on their pets. Ghost town here in New York. Hey, we have Cosmo Scary. What's up, Cosmo? Welcome to the stream. Cosmo Scary says, happy Monday, Tom. What's up? What's going on, Cosmo? Hope you're well. Welcome to the stream indeed. Oh, is it already Monday? So I'm assuming it's after midnight now. I'm assuming it is after midnight. And we're coming up on Madison Square Garden. So hopefully the battery will last up until we get to MSG, Madison Square Garden, and the Moynihan train station. So I guess we'll have to see. But the last time I checked, my phone was on like 5%, 3%. Pennsylvania Station, Madison Square Garden. Hey, O something R says, wow, hi. Welcome to the stream. I don't think I've seen you before, so welcome. Thank you for joining. Michelle McGraw says, I'm not ready for Monday. Michelle, it's going to be a great week, I promise. I promise. Hey, Andrew Calhoun from Australia says, my Monday is almost over. Absolutely. Our friend from Australia, Lisa, says, one thing I haven't seen yet is a police officer. Sunshine, New York says, hi, Lisa. The only time New York City looked like a ghost town was during the lockdown. And even then, people were out. No. So everybody, it looks like we are going to call it a night here. Thank you, everybody, for joining. I appreciate it. Sunshine, New York, as always. A pleasure seeing you. Lisa, thank you. A new viewer, Lisa. Thank you for joining the stream. O says, wow, hi. Thank you for joining the stream. And all the new viewers, we have a lot of people that are joining, so I appreciate it. Welcome everybody, and I hope you have a fantastic week ahead. Photos from around New York, take it easy. Ken J says there is good money to be made in pet stocks. It is a $103 billion a year business last year. Yeah, I think we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that on the stream for sure. I don't like this area at night. A lot of crazies. Hey, Gerald Lee, as always, thank you so much, man. Always a pleasure to talk to Gerald Lee, our pal. So right here at 34th Street, I'll leave you all off with a view of the Empire State Building. Sunshine New York says, yeah, Tom, stay alert, always. Watching my 6, as always. So everybody have a beautiful night. Have a happy Monday. For all of our viewers internationally and overseas. And I'll see you all in the next one. Maybe I won't stream tomorrow. I have to see how much work I have to do. But I should be able to. So we will see. But if I do, I'll be highlighting a specific mutual fund. A specific mutual fund that is very successful. We'll talk about the portfolio managers. We'll talk about their investment thesis, how they go about picking their stocks, and how they've managed to outperform the market over the last 3, 5, and 10 years. So all of that and more on tomorrow's stream. Julie, take it easy. Ken J, good night. Penelope says, thanks Tom, lovely night gliding around with you. Thank you so much. Hey, Zap Allen is here. What's up, Zap Allen? We're just about to end the stream. Techno Pink, thank you so much. To subscribe, please. Thank you, Techno Pink. Be brave, that area won't scare you. There we go. Zap Allen, so next week, Zap Allen, we're going to be doing a stream on software sales or how to break into tech sales. So I know that was a request by you. So I'll definitely cover that. I'll cover all of the hierarchy that goes into applying for these software companies, for breaking into telecom sales, tech sales in general. So we'll be doing that stream. Maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, not too sure. I guess it just depends. Here we are at the Con Edison. Techno Pink says, happy Holly Jolly Monday. Michelle McGraw says, get home safe, Tom, thank you. Phil Mission says, good night and thanks. Thank you everybody for joining. Peace Ghost says, good night, Tom. Sunshine New York says, Demolo Techno. Yes, Techno Pink. Usually on the weekends, I like to skateboard on the sidewalk in New York City. Hey, Sally, as always. Always a pleasure having Sally on the stream. Dracula says, thank you, Tom. No problem, Dracula. Michelle McGraw says, I hope everybody has a great night / day wherever you are. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Joe Hernandez says, I hate Con Ed. Funny. Julius is same. Have a great night, all. Goodbye. Stay safe. I haven't checked the weather forecast, but hopefully it's not raining next week. Or maybe it will be. We'll see. Sunshine New York says, love these cruising streams. I feel like I'm flying. Well, thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. I'm so glad everybody's enjoying the streams. Hey, Joseph Choi says, thanks for streaming tonight. Joseph is our new viewer, and Joseph is Korean. Thanks for being here, Joseph. And so I'll end it at Bryant Park. Joseph Choi, thank you. Says, I hope you get home safe. Hey, Destiny Calderon. What's up, Destiny? Always good having you here too. Hope you make it to Times Square before it dies. I think we're gonna avoid Times Square tonight. Maybe another day, I promise. But tonight, I don't think I have that Times Square energy, unfortunately. Maybe another night. Good coffee shop here. La Colombe, right next to the Bank of China. Very good. Ibrahim Azam says, good night. Have to study. Here we are at Bryant Park, the Whole Foods, and Salesforce Tower. Yeah, Andrew, I don't really like Times Square either. Yeah, Ibrahim, we are ending it. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So I'll leave you guys off with a view of the Empire State Building. So everybody have a great week ahead. Be safe. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like on the video, and I'll see you all tomorrow. And thank you, as always, for subscribing. Take it easy, everybody, and we'll see you later.